Hey, what's up? It's Kit. Time for another video. I've just changed my vise to the vise I use when I work with tiny stuff. Actually, even the bigger stuff nowadays, it just holds better. Now, a bit of an issue here because I wanted to change the color of this thing right here so I could do assist hooks, but it didn't cooperate. So now we're kind of stuck with this, which is fine. It is fine. So what I'm gonna do, okay, I'm gonna look for my god, this place is a mess. Alright, I am looking for a needle latch, and those needle latches were around here. And they're small, they're tiny compared to the ones that I have. So it's more suiting to use them for smaller blades like this. Okay, let's compare it. Yeah, it's actually smaller. So I need to make a few of these for problem is I have a lot of small jigs and I don't have a lot of tiny assist hooks, and we need it. So we're gonna make a few right now. And if you have just joined us, thank you so much for joining. If you're new to the channel, this channel talks about the hows and whys of fishing. We cover everything from big game, ultralight, everything in the middle, including fly fishing. And today we're going to make tiny assist hooks. So let's start with this. This is a size. So I have two size 8s. They're tiny, the really small ones. I'm saving these for mixing for epoxy. So two small ones that I could use for really tiny jigs like pesce or something. And then we have size 10 and size 12, which we have a lot of because this is pretty much the range that I use for these things. All right, so cut the length for this, and we're gonna make these kind of tiny. So anyway, when you're doing this, looking for the braid is the challenge. Looking for the right sized cord is the challenge. So I managed to find some 30-pound that I could use and didn't have to buy. And I knew I had some lying around, and I was pretty happy that I actually found a few. Now, you could use a needle too, by the way. So I got some stock from the shop here. I bought a few, and one of the things I picked up were these, and these are solid rings. These are the cheapest that I could find. There were 10 dirhams for 12 pieces, so not a bad deal. And there were better ones there, but I didn't need that kind of volume because they were bulk. That's A. And B, I wanted that size. Honestly, I really wanted the size, but they're just too cost prohibitive for me. So I chose these. These are size 3. 212 pounds for a really tiny solid ring, which is something that we could actually use for heavy slow jigging. But right now, we're actually using them for assist hooks, single assist hooks. All right, so for now, what I'll do is I will actually tie this small one right here. You can see that is tiny. All right, now I seriously need to zoom in for you guys, okay, so that you see what's happening. There we go. Okay, now I need this to be kind of short like that, okay. So since we're using braid and we know that this is going to absorb all of that glue, we're just going to cut this like so. Okay, then bind this. Okay, as you can see, we're doing a very clean job right there. This is going to be, all right, that's it. Okay, now we need super glue. Don't worry about this, all right, we'll fix that. We'll need super glue. Not too sure if this still has, because it's really on its last legs. This is still the bottle that we've been working out from for quite some time. Alright, so that should have made the hole just a tad bit. Okay, there we go, just a tad bit. And we're doing that just so we can have that thing. We can have that thing soak in. All right, now all we need now is just a tad bit of attraction. And for this, we will use UV. Alrighty. Now, you don't need much. Okay. So, we have artificial hair. And I'm going to take out the stuff. Okay, there we go. That should be it. I know this is longer than what's needed. Okay, that's fine. Take off all the excess. And then we'll tie it from here. Okay. Kind of difficult because of the size we're dealing with here. Alrighty, so that's it. As you can see there, right? Can have it just go through that. And then we'll cut it around here. So that's all we want. Okay. Cut that there. Tie in a good head. Okay. Okay, now we'll do it twice. All right, so this reminds me of fly tying, this size and everything. All right, so what we have here is something that would work in the early morning hours when UV light is at its peak, and this will attract quite a few fish. Okay, we just glue that up. Okay, and that's pretty much done. So this would go on to small, tiny jigs, of course. That would work well. Micro jigs. That's it for this one. And then there's still more that we need to do because I need to kind of fill up a box. And as you can see, it wasn't hard to do. And it looks clean as a whistle. So for micro jigging, I'm putting this here so that when this drops, it actually floats up, and that helps prevent snags. Okay, not too much, just enough to slow it down, but it's not enough to make it float, obviously, but it is going to steer the hook so that it won't drop down with the jig, and as soon as the jig drops, you could lift it, and that's it. It won't snag. Alrighty, so let's the thing with this hook. Alright, now I'm gonna tie a few more. Obviously, I need to. So put that there. That vise holds that thing real well. Alright, so thread base, always a welcome addition to this sort of endeavor. Okay, we're gonna cut another piece right here, and then we are going to take another solid ring. These will be the same solid rings I will be using for, say, 20-gram jigs. And, I mean, we could use these for slow jigging because they're rated so high, even if they were really tiny. Okay, so it's always a good idea to have or splice more than you need. That way you can just cut it. And it will be easier to manage that way. Okay. Okay. And then okay, there we are. Okay, so our cord is done. All we have to do now is just cut it to the length we need, which is that. Put it there. Oh, that's a bit too long. There we are. Wrap a little bit. Now we're torquing it down a little bit, and then we'll put super glue. Just a tad bit. Okay. And then we'll do our wraps. Make sure it's clean. Now, we will take our leftover. I didn't throw what was left of our UV material. Now, all we have to do is just put that on top. Take 2 gathering wraps like so. Okay, and then torque it in. And you will see that that will just stay. Now, you can actually cut this to length, and that is it. All you have to do is make a good head for this, and it is done. So I find these really fast and easy. If you do it right, you could do it clean. There we go. And that is done. So you can see these 2 are the tiniest assist hooks. And okay, this is a bit longer than needed. And we can definitely use them while we're shore jigging or light rock fishing with the small jigs. All right, that's it. All right, so that's it for this one. Now, as far as the jigs are concerned, of course, you know that I'm using those tiny peches. That's one of them. Tiny peches, as well as the tiny TGs, Z-Slow TG. And then these ones right here, I'm going to be doing for 20 grams, 15 for the 10s. And then 20, 25, maybe up to 30, or even 40 for the number 12s. All right, so when I do that, I'm also going to film it and show it to you guys. But yeah, if you have learned something, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to learn more, click on the subscription button or the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell while you're at it. And that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Class dismissed.